Hope all of you are safe at home, and hope all of you have seen the previous videos and you have written the notes also. Let me continue with the same topic, computer networks. Computer networks are, in the previous videos what we saw was devices, network devices, and several terminologies, advantages, etc. of computer networks. In this video we will be learning the network topologies. So network topology means uh, it is a arrangement, how you arrange different computers in a network. See, when you were in primary classes or the first standard, you remember you were sitting in round benches, right? Round tables and benches. So you were allowed to sit around round table, and when you came to the higher classes you were allowed to sit in a bench of 2 or 3 people. And now when you come to a lab or computer lab, how you are sitting in a different chairs. So all are actually a specific arrangement of how you sit in a class. But similarly, in the case of computer networks also, how these computers or nodes are connected in a network is known as topologies. There are different types of network topologies based upon where we use all these things. So in this diagram itself, you can see that there is a common line, which means that it starts from one place and ends with another. In this common line, we are arranging different systems. Systems or nodes both are same. When you say it a system in a network, it is also known as node. So we'll see what are different types of network topologies available. So network topologies are nothing but how we arrange or connect the systems in a network. So bus topology is a common topology used. Bus topology is a topology for a local area network in which all the nodes are connected to a single cable. So we saw an example also where all the nodes or systems are connected to a single line, and the starting point of the cable is known as the terminator. So bus topology is nothing but a connecting method where all the nodes are connected to a single cable. And what is the advantages? It is very easy to install, and it is like it requires very less cable length, and also it is cost effective. It's very cost effective because it is less. And whenever a system fails or a node fails, it does not affect the whole network. That's important. When something happens to a single system, it should not affect the whole network. So is one of the advantage. When a system breaks or system crashes, it doesn't affect the whole network. Is that in case of a cable of the terminator, that means the main cable, if there is some problem, the entire network breaks down. We saw that in the previous slide. Whole cable or the terminator get some problem, the entire network breaks down. It's not to computers. If it is a minimum number of computers, it's fine, but when it comes to large computers, it's very it's not good. And at a time only one node can transfer. That's also a disadvantage. So what you have to learn here is what do you mean by best topology, and what are the advantages and disadvantages. And in some place, depending upon the situation, we use this because of this advantages. For example, in our lab, there is no need of a complex network. We have only some computers, and we do not need a complex network. So what we have used is a bus topology there. And another one is star topology, where star topology is based on the central node. We learned what a hub is, right? Hub is for transferring the data. It's a network device. We can connect so many computers to it. So hub will be there in between, and from the hub, so many nodes will be connected. So star topology is based on a central node which acts in home network, where it is connected to a single central computer using it as a hub. So star topology, there will be a main central computer, and other computers will be directly connected to that central one. And here also there are some advantages. It is easy to troubleshoot. Troubleshoot means find out where the error is. So it is easy to troubleshoot in the case of star topology. And also a single node failure does not affect the entire net, just like what we saw for bus topology bus topology. Here also a single node failure doesn't affect the whole network. And fault detection and removal of faulty part is easier. If identify from where the data is not being sent or data is not connected, which system gets crashed, it is easy to identify. That is fault detection. In case of workstation or a node fails, the network is not affected. Almost second and the last advantages are the same, and we'll find disadvantage. See, disadvantage is difficult to expand. See, network means it doesn't, we cannot say that I'm not going to buy a new system, or I'm not going to add more nodes to it. So there may be situations where we need to add the systems to it, add to a network, we have to make the network bigger. So in such a case, star topology is not a good option, and longer cables will be required for this star connections, and cost of the hub and the longer cables make it expensive compared to the bus. It is a little bit expensive. And in case of the hub fails, what happens if the central one fails? The whole network will also get failed. Is that clear? So those are the disadvantages of star topology. So next one is tree topology. Tree topology, nothing but it's just like a tree which is having, see, you can see at the top there will be one system, and into that system two systems are connected, and from that two systems two more are connected. Again, from those systems you can connect more. So it's also known as a hierarchical topology. It is hierarchy, which is the first one, the topmost one. It is also known as a root node or root system, and one at the last is known as the leaf nodes. Here you can see four leaf nodes. Four leaf nodes means no further systems are connected from it. See, the second level, there are two systems which is attached to the root node, and at the last level you can see four systems from which no connections are there. So they are known as leaves. So this is also another type of topology. It should at least contain three levels of hierarchy. If it is to be called as a tree topology, it should have three levels of hierarchy. And we'll see what are the features. Features are actually if the workstations are located in groups. For example, I need for one group I need 2-3 systems, and for another group 2-3 systems. So in that situation we go for this tree topology, and it's mostly used in the case of wide area network or WAN. We know wide area network. What is wide area network? Wide area network is used to connect the computers across a longer distance. So, and advantages are extension of bus and star topology. See, we learned the advantages of bus topology and star topologies. It is actually a combination of these two. An expansion of nodes is possible and easy. How? Because you can attach any number of nodes to the leaf of the existing topology, and it is easily managed and easily maintained. This is why, because takes the advantages of the bus topology and star topology. And there are also disadvantages are there. The disadvantage is that it is heavily cabled. You can see that hierarchy structure. It is costly, it is heavily cabled, and if more nodes are added, the maintenance difficulty is there. Also, what if happens to a node in between fails? Okay, what happens when a root node fails? Almost all network is gone. What happens if an intermediate node or a system fails? The systems that is connected to those things gets failed. So that's the different disadvantage of tree topology. This is another type of topology, mesh topology. Mesh is a group of nodes which are all connected to each other. See, there are four systems here. It is connected to one computer is connected to all the other three. See, it is connected to each other, and many types of connection are mesh topology. Whatever type of communication connection you can do with that four, it will be done. So that's mesh topology. It is also having some advantages. See, the arrangement of network nodes in such a that it can transmit a data from one node to any other nodes at the same time, and it can identify the fault also easily. But the problem is, the disadvantage is that installation and configuration is very difficult, cabling is more, cabling cost becomes more, and bulk wiring is required. Why? Because one is connected to all other nodes which is connected to that network. So that's a disadvantage. So that's all for today. Thank you.